In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what happens when you try and use a Sony ZV1 and an iPhone 14 as your main sources of video, and I want to see if they actually sync up to my external recorder, which is the Zoom H6. So let's jump right into it. Here's what I'm actually going to upload into Capcut. If you guys look at this one, it's 40.8 gigs, and you have one that is 19.6 gigs. So let's jump right into it. So you have two options. You can go to import and you can be like, okay, I need to, I guess, look where it is, and then you can upload it there, right? Or you can have this file open. So I do have this main screen and I have another screen over here, right? So in some cases you can highlight all of this and just put it into there. It just makes it easier. And I also have this screen open, so as I'm trying to edit or I'm looking at other things, I could just kind of use this. I'll be like, oh, this is off of the Sony ZV1, this is like the iPhone, and these are the zooms, right? So let's pull all these in. It's just so much easier, right? So that actually happened pretty quick here. So let me hit this one out of the way real quick. Cool. All right, so we have all of these, and it actually uploaded quick. If you have a slower computer, you guys, it does load. It takes a minute. Or if you have tabs open like this, I have a grip tabs open, right? So I'm gonna have these all up on the track, and I'm gonna try and sync them, and then I'm gonna show you. Hopefully they all stay in sync. I already kind of know the Sony ZV1 stays in sync, but let's see if the iPhone 14. So let's have them in sync real quick. So it's like off by like 0.5 of a frame, right? So I think it's good. So if you guys think different, please let me know if I should go either after a frame or so. Yeah, I might do after a frame. Let me go in, because you see how it's a bit before. You see how I can't put that right there. So I'm actually gonna put it after, maybe at 5. I want to see how that looks or sounds actually.
Nice, missing this message up.
Very good. All right. So all the videos in sync, as you can see. Let me see if the. So I was trying to get like the light and stuff. Anyways.
Are you guys excited? Sorry.
I'm absolutely excited. I love talking.
Alright, so let me come into where we're actually speaking. I might have to do this.
If Portuguese grande, if French grande.
Alright, so it's in sync, right? So let me get all the other tracks on there so I could, you could see it, right? So let's go to, actually, I should have done that. So here's a quick little tip that I screwed up. I'm going to show you. So these two tracks, or these all are in sync, but I already cut track 1. Yeesh, I shouldn't have done that. So I'm going to have to sync them up. So I should have grouped them together, as in I'm going to group 2 and 3 together. I'm going to show you. So let's group these together. So all I would do is highlight that one, hold control, and I'm going to highlight this one, and then I'm going to right click and press group. So let's hop over here to the actual clap. So let me mute these, and I'm going to...
We're all recording.
Okay. So... And again, this is my mistake. Oh, it's actually not too bad. Because if you see where these are, it's right before it. So I can click these. Actually, I'm going to ungroup these because for some reason it won't let me. So I'm going to press Control B to split these. I'm going to delete these, and I'm going to highlight these. Only these two. And then scroll them over to where this one starts. And then let's look closer. I believe, zoomed all the way. Let's look, make sure these are on point. Yes, perfect. All right, so now they're all in sync. Let me group these. Cool. I could actually up the volume of them, huh? Cool. So as we already know, these both stay in sync with their actual audio, right? So now let's play this. So right now it's all in sync right now. So let me pull this. Let me group these, all of them, and let's just go. Actually, I don't want to group them because I will be taking off certain views so we can actually see if they stay in sync. So let's hop to minute 2, and we're gonna see if they stay in sync. So I have this track. This is the iPhone 14, and this is the Sony ZV1. I'm gonna mute these clips, so it's only going to use the tracks off of the zoom, right? So let's hop over to 2, and then we're gonna see. So this view right here is the iPhone. Actually, let me just put some text now, because if I put text here, I'd have to scroll it all the way for almost 2 hours. Nah. So here's the iPhone view, and here's the ZV1 view. So let's see how it sounds.
I'm afraid I like to hear myself talk as well, but I like to be heard as well. I like to be heard as well.
So that one sounded good. I was kind of paying more close attention to that one. So now let's see how this one actually sound, or if it stays in sync.
Well, but I like to be heard as well. I like to be heard as well.
So that one's okay too, right? So, and at the same time, I want to see if these, like, as in, we are kind of paying more to the audio, but I want to see if the video as well stays in sync. So let's see. We're at 2 minutes. Let's hop to about 10 minutes. I want to read lips, right?
Gender who we're attracted to. But I remember, for example, going to Build-A-Bear. I think when I was 6 years old, I had a birthday party, and I built this bear. Obviously, Build-A-Bear.
Yeah.
And
so cool. Look at yeah, this is on point. You see how I'm smiling, how he smiles at the same time. Awesome. So at about 10 minutes, they're in sync. Let's hop to 20 minutes. See if they're in sync.
it's fine. And I remember he was so fine that when
they're a bit off already.
Walked out, I forgot what he looked like.
So, this is at 22, bro. All right. So let's go over here. Make sure we have the actual one. So again, this is the iPhone one right here. I probably should put a text to remember, so I remember, because let's see here, put a text here, lengthen it, the whole length of the, that's actually not that bad. So gonna put iPhone, bro. I should have done this in the beginning. Cool. iPhone 14. Cool. Let's put that over here real quick. Or the whole thing, right? Cool. So we were at, let's do 30.
Obvious trauma. I mean, you can go up and
you see how it's off already. Yeah, the hand. Did you guys See that?
And furthermore, because these people had saved me, I totally had
so it's already off.
A hero sort of mindset towards them.
You see it's already off already. So let's make sure the Sony ZV1 is on point, because, bro, let me hit this out of the way real quick. I want to zoom in to the Sony ZV1, him talking with the actual zoom and his...
That these are my heroes.
Look at that,
so
on point.
They feed me. Are you kidding me? They're feeding me, right? I have shelter. How could I say
You guys see his hands too? It's
anything?
it's a bit
my
slower.
My whole life should be about thanking them,
Look at
right?
that. Oh my gosh. See, this is huge right here. So now let's hop over to the iPhone 14. And again, this is only almost at half an hour, right? Bro, I'm tripping. I was so heated. I seen this. I was like, bro. All right, so we're now on the iPhone 14 view. So let me get this out of the way real quick. All right.
And
let me get more of his, here. Let's kind of have it by the Sony.
It's so wrong of me to think that I could. That
oh, you see how it's off? Bro.
My identity should do anything in the contrary to what they
so in some cases here, I'm going to show you a small tip. In some cases, you might have to, like, again, how I was saying, you might have to X out of this and have it refreshed. So let me do that real quick, and I'm going to hop back into it. Right back into it. So if you guys don't have space on your computer, you need to upgrade to something like with, like, I would say no less than a terabyte if you're going to be uploading long, like, episodes of this sort. So I was half an hour, right? All right, let's hop back into it. So as you can see down here, this is on point with, like, the waveforms up on the zoom. So let's play this again.
Yeah, so all that abandonment stuff. I didn't know how to make
slow. His lips are moving slower than the actual Sony ZV1. So if you guys see this and see this, bro.
Friends, I didn't know how to make fun of me. I had a lot of self-hate.
That is, oh my god, it's off. So let me zoom into this. So I'm gonna activate the sound on this. Let's try and zoom in and see how much it's off by. Try and zoom a little more, because you guys, and then I will show you guys what to do if this happens. So I'm off by, like, what? If you guys look at, like, 0.1 here, but as you get longer, it gets off of, like, 0.8 of a second, which is a lot if you're trying to do shorts and all that kind of stuff. Bro, I was heated. All right, so let's go over to an hour. Ooh, I want to see how this looks in an hour. So let me hit this all on point. Here's a small little tip too. So you see how I'm trying to click the certain tracks? They will highlight over here. So as you can see, you can't see it here because it's this one here is the Sony ZV1. Yeah, but if I click this track, this is the iPhone. I know that because of these right here. And also, if you click, let's just say I'm on that one right now. If I click this one will be white, which is cool. Anyways, that's a little tip too. All right, so again, we're on the iPhone 14 down here. To make things simple, I'm gonna have his face in, because he talks a lot in this one, which is awesome. Super smart guy, super smart. I was like, bro, like all the scriptures and stuff. It's nuts. All right, so let's mute this and mute this, and we'll see if they sync up.
Humility a lot of times. And you say, I am afraid. Oh man, I'm a performer and I'm scared of this.
Bro, do you see how he? Let me go back a hair. I don't know if you guys can see that, or I can just keep playing it. But
address your fear and don't be afraid to feel your fear, and accept that you have it.
Look at you see how much it's
that's
off?
One thing that I do all the time, and it helps me with performance as well. When I get on stage, it's very kind of dangerous to be like, oh, I'm not nervous.
Bro, it is off. But is it the iPhone? Let's see. So I'm going to take off, the iPhone view. So this is the Sony ZV1 view, so you don't have to see that. I'll just put that out of the way.
Right now, because then your system in your body knows the truth. So your body.
Look at that, in sync for sure. So let me come back to that. Let me take this one out of the way so you can be more on the iPhone 14. So yeah, this is the iPhone 14 view.
Starts doing thing while your mind is moving in a different direction. And to get them to collaborate, you have to have humility a lot of times. And you say,
bro, look at that. So let's see how much it's off by. So again, this is the iPhone 14. Oh my gosh. Bro, heated. Because I've done 6 episodes like this. It's a lot more work I have to do. So let's zoom in to the audio tracks. So I want to hear what he says in this peak right here. So let me get this one out of the way for a second.
I'm scared of this performance.
I'm shaking right now. Yeah. So shaking, I kind of say shaking. So let's come back to the iPhone view. All right, let me get these out of here. Let me have this cut where it says it. I say shaking. I'm shaking. Okay. Let me just cut my track so we know. And then let me mute these. And I'm going to go to where I say shaking. All right. Let me go to my face so we can sync this up better. Bro, that is so off. Even on the actual, bro. Screw the iPhone 14. So let me reset this again because it could be slow. So let me reset this again. We're at 1 minute 4 seconds. 1 minute 4. I mean 1 hour and 4 seconds. Come out of that. Right back here. All right. Let's wait a second till this all loads. All right. Let me see if if it switched any.
Scared of this performance.
So he says it about right here, right? Shaking. Bro. So I guess that's approximately right there, right? So let me cut that real quick. Okay, cool. So let me verify that again. So we're going to come over here. We're going to play this. Let's get this out of the way. We'll keep this so I can see my face. Shaking right now. So shaking right now. So I'm about there. Start to say shaking. I'm shaking. Shaking right now. Shaking right now. Shaking. Okay. So here's where I actually say like the S on the shaking. Guys, I'm not even trying to say anything right here. Bro. So it's the S right here on the zoom. Bro, oh my, like again, I was heated. So let's hear this one. So let me cut this one and then we're going to go. Let me mute this track. So it's like I'm shaking about there. So you guys, so I'm going to cut it here to maybe make it easier. So let's see. Let's count how many frames it's off by. So we're at 22, right? 422. So it's about 8 frames off, right? Bro, that's like it's actually it's almost like a full second. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? Bro, I got heated. But yeah, so if you guys see here, the iPhone 14, it was past, like a half an hour, actually does not stay in sync. So let me go back. Bro, so I would say don't use the iPhone 14 if you don't want extra work. So here's a way how to actually have it back in sync. Obviously, this is a lot right here. So all you would have to do is take this track and be like, okay, I don't want from, let's just say from here, let's do it easier. Let's group these, right? Okay, and be like, okay, I heard the whole thing or the just this part, and you're like, okay, he's not really saying something super important, or he says something over and over again, right? So I could cut all this out, and then cut it here as well. You could take this out, and then you would have to resync it, as in you would have to match it up to how it sounds, and then you'd have to match all these up with that. It's a lot of work. So I hope this helped out you guys, but you can still use the iPhone 14 to do your podcast, but I would say not over a half an hour. Bro, I have to do so much work, but I hope that makes sense, and have a great rest of your day.